Harry and John will be competing in the Yaris AP4 in both the final rounds of the Australian Rally Championship and the WRC2 category of Rally Australia next week. Toyota has always firmly believed in the value of participating in and supporting rallying. It's a form of motorsport that truly tests man and machine to the extreme. We have been an enthusiastic participant both on the international stage with the factory WRC team and here in Australia through our long-term support of Neil Bates and his team. And today, we are taking it to the next level locally with the launch of our factory-backed Toyota GAZOO Racing Australia rally team, kickstarting the introduction of our global motorsport brand here in Australia. Led by team principal Neil Bates, who, as four-time Australian Rally Championship, needs little introduction, the new Toyota GAZOO Racing Australia rally team makes its debut at Rally Australia next week with Harry Bates behind the wheel and John McCarthy in the co-driver's seat. And it is in this car that they will do it.
Look, obviously I'm incredibly proud to be able to represent Toyota in an official category and incredibly excited about GAZOO Racing. I think there's enormous amount happening with them worldwide. I think there's a lot more exciting things to come from them in the future. Obviously incredibly proud of Harry and Lewis and nervous but looking forward to next year. Yeah, I think so, and certainly hope so. Look, it has been, if you have a look at motorsport, to have a relationship for nearly 30 years is a very special thing, and I think it's also credit to Toyota for their loyalty and probably ourselves for, I think that we've done the right thing by Toyota for 30 years and vice versa. So, I think if that wasn't the case, it wouldn't have lasted that long, and they're an amazing company, and I feel like I have a bull's horn in the middle of my forehead there somewhere. So, they feel like part of the family. Yeah. Look, the Yaris is obviously this year's been a development year, and it's been getting better and better. And obviously, we were incredibly excited about the last event in South Australia. We were able to beat the Skoda, which was a milestone in our development, which is a proper WRC2 R5 car. So, that was a huge milestone, and the Yaris is an incredibly strong and incredibly good chassis, and we're looking forward to continuing development and seeing where we end up next year. Yeah, it's probably back to the first one. Looking forward to it and a bit nervous, but obviously it's an important rally next week. Both it's in front of the WRC, in front of the world. It's also Harry's in a position to possibly be able to try for the Australian Rally Championship, or although it's probably a bit of a long shot, but there's a lot at stake next weekend for sure. All right.
Yeah, feeling is good, and we have overall we have had a good season, and now it's going to be very exciting in Coffs Harbour, the last round of the championship. We have 12 points ahead of Hyundai and the manufacturers, so yeah, we really want to take that the title, but it's going to be a tough fight, and also because in the drivers' championship title is still open, like in the manufacturers. But for me, this is just makes it exciting and very interesting for the people, for the drivers. So I see it as a really nice thing. This hasn't happened for many years, that in a championship both titles are open when you go to the last race. I mean, Toyota was such a strong character. I mean, such a strong manufacturer in the 90s in the World Rally Championship, winning titles like 1990, 92, 3 and 4. So it was disappointed in a way when the Toyota stopped rallying, and I was so happy when they announced that Toyota GAZOO Racing will come back to the World Rally Championship, and being very lucky that I actually could join in the team at the end of 2016. And the work what we did 17 was we analyzed things and we did improvements, but this year things have started to be better and better. We try to make it stronger, faster, and I think we have succeeded on these elements. But the process is all the time. You have to keep going all the time, otherwise the others will pass you. Mm-hmm. For me, I think over this year, especially, I think now the Toyota GAZOO Racing brand has started to become more visible, and like here, what I see here in Australia, that there's like another Toyota GAZOO Racing Australia is supported now. The Toyotas in Australian Rally Championship. I see that's a really beneficial, and I hope we could see also the other countries' importers to support the and creating Toyota GAZOO Racing teams, because that's the way it's just pushing more the GAZOO Racing brand and the image to the minds of the people. Mm. So we have done overall globally. It's been already a good way and good step forward, but even we can make it even bigger.
So the launch of Toyota GAZOO Racing Australia here today is going to help further that? Yeah,
I really hope, and encouraging the other importers to do the same, because this is the way that rallying is. World Rally Championship is the top level, but you have to start in the lower levels, in the national levels, and then to make your way up there. And if you do in the national levels, you start to already build something up, and that's why I see it's now the example what here is Rally GAZOO Racing Australia team has done. This is a very nice example, and hope the others to follow it.
Okay, great. All right.
It's very exciting to be here and to be introducing Toyota GAZOO Racing in Australia. I'm very excited to be driving for them, of course. It's an awesome thing for my career and also for Toyota to have such an iconic brand join the four here in Australia. Yeah, heading to Rally Australia next week, and really looking forward to that event. They're some of my favourite roads. They're very fast and flowing, and they really suit the Yaris AP4. So we're hoping for a strong result. We're still in contention for the Australian Rally Championship title, so that'll be our main focus.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be amazing to have my brother as a teammate next year, and to have a second factory Yaris AP4 in the Toyota GAZOO Racing Australia colours will be just awesome. Obviously, for our family, it's a really exciting thing to have both of us rallying for Toyota, and it's something that we are really excited for and getting geared up for next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to tell you all the first of our pairings.